Hey family. Hey FB fam. Hey IG fam. Okay, so we are getting set up here. Oh my god, I cannot wait to get rid of this light. uh, I cannot wait to get rid of the light. So we bought a 1940s home in a cute little small like city neighborhood, and it is a reno in progress. So hey y'all. Hey IG fam. How you doing? Hey sweet meats, cakes. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get started because it's just about 7 o'clock, and you know we don't be on CP time, we be on time. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm super excited today. Let me just turn my little laptop into a tablet so I can focus and get my screen back up. Okay, guys. So I'm super excited today because one of my favorite topics. You guys know I'm always talking about mindfulness and money mastery because the two for me go completely hand in hand. And you can't have the money mastery without the mindfulness. And I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to why. My whole screen with all my notes just completely exited out. So I'm super excited because I have a brand new download for you guys, and it's only free to the Black Brand Weekly audience. So go ahead and drop your email below or DM me your email. And you can also hop on at badassmybrand.com, BADASSMYBRAND.com. All right, so my screen's back up. Here we go. So brand new download, 21 badass ways to monetize your brand. It doesn't matter if you're selling your brand itself, if you're selling your services, who you are, your personality, if you do speaking engagements, whatever it is, if you do the expertise selling. So if you sell something like you are a knowledge consultant or an educator, if you sell packages, things, oh my UCAN and Ivy Pro fam, hey y'all. So if you are selling your brand, your expertise, or content that you create, I have at least 21 ways for you to bag 10K, and that is a free download that I'm offering to the Black Brand Weekly only audience for free. After that, it's going to be a little bit of money, but it's not going to be too much. It's still very affordable. I keep the downloads on the website, so you can go to badassmybrand.com/shop. And this one will be uploaded on Monday. It will only be available to the Black Brand Weekly audience, and only for free to the Black Brand Weekly audience up until Sunday evening. So drop your email below or DM me your email or head over to badassmybrand.com to sign up and get on my email list. Okay, so today, we get right into the money. Like this is what makes people really excited. This is when you get to learn different ways to monetize your brand. But first we have to get into the mindset of it, right? Money doesn't just grow on trees. Absolutely not. But for people whose energy curates money, I'm going to say it again, for people whose energy curates money, then they're on a whole nother playing field. They're on a whole nother, because just like we were talking about last week, and having certain levels of confidence in your brand, in your brand offering, your brand positioning, and your brand purpose. And we've kind of been talking about that for about 2 to 3 weeks now, just kind of getting deeper and deeper into that. Once you get that alignment, that clarity, right? Then you have this sense of purpose, and you have this brand, you have this idea, a goal, something that you're looking to attain, something that you want to put out into the universe, but you're not quite sure how to make it make money for you. And there are so many different ways that you can do that. It's about and I tell all my clients this, I usually do a 2 or 3 pronged strategy with clients so that they can really understand multiple different ways of bringing in whatever it is that monetizes your brand. And those are called money-making activities. So we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But first, the mindset of changing your ideology about money. Last week, we talked about those self-limiting doubts and those self-limiting beliefs like, oh, loving money is evil, and I'm Christian or I'm religious and I shouldn't want for money, or I shouldn't strive to have money, or I don't deserve to have this amount of money, or even am I good enough to earn this amount of money? Those self-limiting fears, self-limiting beliefs, those doubts, we're going to completely squash those. We're going to completely overcome that. And every time that you have, even if you're thinking positive thoughts or you're thinking about dreaming big, instead of using passive language, use active language. Instead of I will do this, or I'm going to do this, or I'm thinking about doing this, just take the intermediate, take those bridge words out. Say, I'm doing. This is what I do. This is who I am. This is who I've become. This is what my brand is. This is what my brand is about. This is how I help other people. And when you get to that point to where you're helping solve other people's problems, your opportunity to bring in money will be endless, because you have different areas of ways that you can effectuate change in people's lives. So you really want to focus on niching your brand. So we talked about this last month in customer journey. We talked about really niching your audience and getting deep on your customer journey. There's a download for that on my website. It's the ideal customer profile. And then you get into the point where you're saying, okay, I know who I'm speaking to. I know what my brand is about, because you've already taken the time to do the self-reflection and decide, who are you? What is it that you want to do? What would you do and absolutely not get paid for it? Okay, so now we're going to figure out ways to get paid for it, because there's no sense in having a hobby if it can't pay the bills, right? People end up waiting their whole lives, their whole retirement. They go to companies and work with them for 20 and 30 years, 40 and 50 years just to retire, to take advantage of their hobbies. We find ways to make our hobbies pay us, and then we're always living the life that we want, the life built by design. So when it comes to the mindset, first you have to quell those self-limiting doubts, those self-limiting fears and beliefs that you have about money. It is absolutely okay to want money in your life. It is absolutely okay to understand that money is how this game is played and how the world works. And in order to partake and be of that, whatever environment it is that you want to be, no matter whether if you just want to be a wanderlust like me, I just want to travel around the world, not just travel around the world. I want a group of very wealthy brown people traveling around the world with me from site to site. I want us all to be together, and I want us to experience a whole new life. Yes, I want to, I'm planning to teach my kids overseas and abroad and make sure that they know multiple languages and multiple cultures, because America this isn't the end all be all for myself, my family, my husband. We've experienced other cultures, and we want to continue to experience other cultures. So that's what we want to do. But what is it that you want to do? Do you want to be an investor? What is it that you want to do? Do you want to help change people's lives through education, through dance, through tech, through whatever it is? You can take whatever it is that you're passionate about, and with the advent of the internet and social media, the options are completely endless to you. Just like I'm here talking to you about things that I'm passionate about to help you make better decisions in your brand and to help monetize your brand. This is the same way that the content that you have within you, the power and the purpose and everything that you have within you, people need to know about it, because you are the only person who can do whatever it is that you do your way. So those people that you want to change the lives of, and those people whose products you cater to, or who would cater to your products and be in alignment with your brand, those people need you to be out there. Those people need to hear the things that you have in your brain, so that they too can be a better version of themselves in whatever way it is that you're going to change your lives. So you can't do that with a belief structure that keeps you from walking in an abundant energy. Because when your brand is suffering, then your clients are suffering. When you don't have enough money to instill technology into your brand, how can you automate it? How can you help 10 people or 10 clients as opposed to 2 or 1? right? When you can't build a team around your brand, and you can't afford to hire even just an intern at 10 or 12 bucks an hour, or whatever your state minimum wage is. Whatever your state minimum wage is, hiring an intern or someone to work with you and help you in your business. How can you ever possibly make a true difference in the lives of those people who you're catering to without actually pricing yourself and walking in an energy and abundance of mentality that wealth is coming your way? Money is just energy. It is the energy of what you put out into the world and people's perception and response to it. It's the same way with your aura. It's the same way with whatever it is that you want in your life. You can absolutely create it, but you have to set your intention around it, set your mind around it. Whatever it is that you're going to do, not because I'm going to, or I'm in the mindset of it, I'm thinking about doing it, and that's something I'm considering, not because you're being passive about it, but because you're being intentionally deliberate and you're creating deliberate actions about it. Okay, so we've gone through so many different things on these lives that if you haven't seen previous lives where I'm talking about the customer journey and how to get your mindset right for success and things of that nature, then please go back to Facebook and same at or mention, it's badass.brand.coach2, because my Facebook account, I lost my rights and had to rename that one, and for the sake of easiness, I renamed Instagram too. So everything is at badass.brand.coach2. So you've got your mindset. We're going to dispel those negative thoughts. You're going to put those to the side. You're going to walk in an energy of abundance. You're not going to have a fearful mindset about money, right? Because money is cyclical. It's like the environment. It's like the weather. It's like birthdays. It's like everything. Everything in life is on a cycle, right? And money is cyclical. So whatever energy you're putting out into the environment, into the air, into the universe, that's the same energy that you're going to get back. So if you're putting out fearful energy about you don't know how your next bill is going to get paid, and if you quit your job, you're not going to have any salary, so you're scared about it. And, how could you actually, change somebody's life with your hobby, or help them achieve their goals with your hobby? If you're thinking negative thoughts, that negativity surrounds itself around you. I mean, your thoughts affect your gut health, your hormone levels, how stressed you are, your potential for high blood pressure and not diabetes, but heart disease. Like, your mind is so powerful. So if you're feeding it negativity, it's going to feed you negativity back. And that is just not a healthy cycle. You have to come into the mindset of, okay, money is a commodity. It can be bought, sold, and traded. There is no shortage of it on the face of this earth. But what you do need to know is how to command your audience and get them to know, trust, and like you enough to invest in whatever it is that you are offering. And the easiest and quickest way that you can do that, and the best way that you can do that so that you're true to you, is by what I've been talking about over the past 8 weeks now. It's authenticity, boldly walking in your authentic purpose and exactly who you are, being your authentically true, unapologetic self, and finding whatever it is that you are great at and that you love to do, and how you can change other people's lives with that, or how you can solve problems with that. And then finding a way to monetize that. How can you get people to pay you for that? What about your brand? What part of your brand offering? What is it that you could possibly offer that people would be willing to pay you for? And is it worth it? Are you creating quality around it? Okay. And then if you can answer all of those questions, then you should be on the other side of this camera. Not my camera, but your camera. Quarantine is still in effect. But you should be on the other side of your business, facing the world, facing your audience and telling them what you have to say. And in the way that you can say it, as only you can say it, and only as only you can do it, right? Because you have your own style. That's what you call your brand authenticity. Okay. So every day, what you need to be focused on are your money-making activities. MMAs. MMAs. Okay? Your MMAs. That's what you need to be focused on. If you are a content creator, then you need to be focused on, you need to be in Canva or Adobe Illustrator or wherever it is that you create content, and you need to be creating your content. Get your heaviest things out of the way first, right? So last week we talked about planning your day. We talked about structure. Was it last week? Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. You go back and watch. Facebook, my badass brand coach, dots in between them with a 2 at the end, badass.brand.coach too. They're on Facebook and they're on YouTube. Your money-making activities are what you need to be focused on. Make sure that when you're planning your day, just like we talked about a couple weeks ago, you are focused on not the news. Turn the news off and turn your brain on. You're not focused on the news. You're not focused on what Trump is doing, what any other country's doing, what's going on in your backyard, who got hurt or injured or shot today. You can't focus on that. You're going to have to focus on things that are paying you back. D-Rock, what's up, brother? Yes, thank you for joining in. Okay, so D-Rock, along with You Can, EU.CANN, D-Rock Palmer here, and a couple other people. I mean, just my complete Canna fam showing up and showing out. I appreciate you guys coming through. And Bet Caroline, thank you for coming in. What's up, brother? Hey, D-Rock. Some of my Canna fam. D-Rock is a pioneer in the Baltimore medical cannabis industry. He is the owner of Extreme Terps with a Z at the end. Check him out. Sorry, I'm gonna get back on my train here in just a second. I just got to do some quick shout outs. These are Black businesses. Support these businesses. Go to D-Rock's page and find his business, Extreme Terps. I think it's _ Extreme Terps, TERPZ, and find him and support. So got your mindset right, where we've quelled those negative thoughts, those self-doubting beliefs. We're getting rid of all of that. Don't bring religion. Don't bring anything that your parents might have taught you. Go ahead. Thank you. He put his mention down there for his business. Go ahead and follow his page. So don't just completely zone out of that. This is a complete paradigm shift. When you go from shifting from employee to entrepreneur, then your mind is completely separate. You're not consistently bringing home a paycheck on the day-to-day basis. So when it comes to that daily structure, right? We got that mindset together. You've done your meditation, and then we do the journaling, so that, the gratitude and the daily task journal. So when you're talking about those daily tasks, at the very top, go ahead and knock those things off that keep you awake at night. Go ahead and whatever it is, like for me, it's this money and mindful mastery journal, right? Because I want this on your desk and in your inboxes next week. So I've been working my butt off on it. Those are the things that keep you awake at night. If you produce content, that should be at the top of your list. If you have 3 to 5 things that you need to do, or 6 things that you need to do, those hard-hitting 2 to 3 things, make sure they're at the top of your list. Because guess what? If you knock those off, if you knock your money-making activities off, your content creation, your email list, your landing page, your next class, your tutorial, your video, your next music production, your next CBD oil, right? D-Rock, if you got your next product, whatever it is that you're innovating, whatever it is that your audience comes to you and says, okay, I need this from you. Focus on those things at the very beginning of your day when your energy is highest. Don't save it to the end of the day because A, you're going to half-ass it. You're going to bullshit right through it, okay? And it's not going to be great content. And then secondly, once you do that at the beginning of your day, you feel so free. Your mind is free to focus on those other things. But in the meanwhile, if you're just getting through emails and you're doing little BS, that's not paying any of the bills, can you imagine how much stuff you would be stacked up against day to day? How big your list continues to pile and grow with all these huge things, all of these reasons why you're not making money in your business because all of your content is still here on this page instead of out into the world. Okay, so you need to focus on those money-making activities first part of the day when your energy is highest, when you know you're in your high energy productivity zones. And like we talked about last month, if you're not using a journaling or exercise or workout app or some type of body app like a period tracker to maximize and track those high energy productivity zones, you really need to get on that. Because when you know that you're going to have a productive week or that your cycle, whatever your body cycle is that you go through, and men and women go through energy cycles. Everybody goes through energy cycles. So it's not just about a menstruation. It's about your knowing what your body is going to feel like doing that week. So if you know that you're coming through a low energy zone, that you want to pre-plan some content so that you can have it automatically scheduled, then focus on that. Whatever it is that's going to be those money-making activities for your business, doesn't matter whether you sell a product, whether you sell your expertise, your brand, if you sell content, whatever it is, those are the things that you need to be focused on first part of your day when your energy is really high. And that way, when you're coming through the lunch rush and you're coming through and people are coming home between 4 and 6 and it's getting crazy, or you have that dip in energy from 2 to 3, whatever it is, you have your content already, the main money-making portion of your business already done and executed, okay? So if you missed the first portion of the video, we talked about the free download. Put your email down below, drop your email below, DM me with your email, or go to badassmybrand.com and sign up for my email list. I'll give you 21 badass ways to monetize your brand, no matter whether you sell your brand, your content, or your expertise. And then we talked about the art of focusing on those money-making activities and how to harness and attract a positive abundance and wealth into your life and power into your life, because your network is your net worth. People who are around you are the people whose practices you pick up on. That's why people say your net worth is your network is your net worth, because those people whose practices are you're mainly surrounded by, you kind of fall into that birds of a feather, if you will. And that is why having people around you who are strongly about the same things that you're interested in, that's why you lose friends as you go through college and everything, because you just change, right? So make sure that your net worth is showing and exhibiting the type of things that you want in your net worth. And D-Rock is definitely one of those people for me. Definitely one of those brothers. He is just a pioneer and an innovator, and definitely a brother. So I appreciate you hopping on and giving us your energy and sharing those tips, CMOS and all that good stuff. So check him out and support him. And, focusing on those things in your business that are going to pay you first. Emails, bills, like the kids, everything else, all of that will still be there. Give yourself 2 to 3 hours of your day. Even if you can only carve out 1 hour of your day, give yourself that time, set it into your calendar, set your intention around it, and start to say, okay, I'm not going to do something, I am doing something. Change your passive language into active language, so that it's not, we're going to do this, oh, we're doing this. This is done, it's happening, it's already here. Put it in your calendar, set your intention around it. Be very intentional about your actions and how you share your energy and how you get your energy fed back to you, right? Be very intentional about everything in your space. The way that it smells, the way that it looks, the way that it sounds, right? create and control your ideal space. And that is going to help you with focusing on whatever it is that you need. So if you live in a 1-bedroom apartment or a single open studio and you share it with a person or 2 or 3 or how many, be like, look, I just need an hour of my time quiet, and I'm going to have in headphones, but can y'all not make any noise? Can you watch TV, read a book from 11 to noon so that I can crank out this piece of content, because this is going to help daddy or mommy or whoever you are continue to feed the kids and pay the bills, because you need to focus on the things that make money for your business. Make your money work for you. Okay? So I'm off my soapbox. I am going to go and get medicated with the husband. Hey, my brother AK joined. What's up, I do? AK Avexia. That's another brother, another Canna fam. Hopped on. Go to AK Avexia, AVKSHA. And follow his Instagram for Ayurvedic and holistic healthcare and medicine as well. I mean, and D-Rock got them terps popping off. Go and check out his CBD oils and everything as well. So these 2 brothers down here, go ahead and support. Please, please support. If you have any of your brands that you're still watching, go ahead and drop your brand down below and mention your page as well so that you can check it out. I know the whole team is here. Ivy produced, Tev was on, and Dawn was on earlier, so I appreciate y'all coming through, Canna fam. So yeah, go ahead and go to Facebook and rewind. This will be in my story for a little while, for about 24 hours. Go to Facebook, badass.brand.coach too, if you want to see the whole video over again. Drop your email below to get on that email list to get that free download, 21 ways to monetize your digital brand. Either drop it below, DM me, or go to badassmybrand.com to get on my email list. And I will see you guys next Thursday. I love you, and I appreciate you for coming out. Absolutely, big brother. Absolutely. All right, y'all. Have a good night.